Hey there, Virgo. It is time to do your energy forecast for the week ahead. Hi there, my name is Lee Shanks, aka Intuitive Lee, and we are doing the forecast for February 25th through to March the 2nd. So come on in, Virgo. Let's see what the cards have to say for you for this coming week. We are going to start off with The Wild Offering by Tasha Silver. Excuse me. And this first card is your overarching energy for the week ahead. And what we have for you this week, perfectionism. All right, I'm going to start off by saying, listen, if you're watching your sun, moon, and rising, sorry, I'm going to take a drink of water. One moment. Okay, thanks for your patience. See how much better my voice is? Just took a drink of water. So perfectionism, what I wanted to start off with saying is, if you are watching your sun, moon, and rising through these energy forecasts, then you've probably seen this card come up a time or two already, which is the universe's way of saying, pay attention here. I am yelling at you. I need you to pay attention to this. So this is permission to make mistakes. Okay? Permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, Divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. I'll share with you what I shared when this card came up previously in another forecast or two, is the fact that back when I was a journalist, my mentor at the time, a lovely, lovely lady by the name of Maureen Brownlee, now a published author, so look up her book. She's a brilliant writer. And she said to me one day as I was laboring over a particular story that I was writing, and I really wanted to get it right because I understood how powerful words can be and the change that they can exact in the world. And this was one of those cases where I really wanted an outcome change for the people involved. And so I was really struggling with it. And she actually said to me, she said, Lee, like, I appreciate what you're trying to do here. She says, but you have a really good product there. It's well written. It gets the point across. Your emotion is there. The feeling is there. You've got it. You quit trying to seek perfectionism, because I'm going to tell you this, no matter how that ends up, that story, what you're writing will never end up in the Smithsonian. Boom. All right. Thanks, I think. No, but it was a wonderful thing for her to share with me because it allowed me to not just in that instance, but in all cases throughout my life, whenever I feel that I'm struggling for perfectionism to get something just right, I remind myself, it doesn't matter how perfect it is, it's never going to end up in the Smithsonian. And in fact, no matter what it is, in a generation or two from now, it's all going to be forgotten, if it's not even forgotten next year, right? So do things to the best of your ability, allowing room for errors and mistakes, all right? You're not ending up in the Smithsonian, not likely, all right? Small chance, some of you, maybe, okay, sure, I'll give you that. But for the most of us, we're not. So let it go, right? Let this idea of perfectionism go. For some of us, for me, a large part of that was my need to control, because I felt like the rest of my life was so out of control at the time that I had to have control somewhere. And so perfectionism is where it was revealing itself. And I've learned to let go of that. So where else are we going for you, Virgo, at this time? I'm pulling 3 more cards from the Lantern Oracle, and this will determine your week breakdown. All right, so starting off with some confusion. Ooh, that sounds to me like you're up in your head too much then here, Virgo. And it says, growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. Oh boy, does it ever. Yeah, a lot of you know that I was struggling last week in my own personal life with some challenges, and they hurt because I was witnessing my children struggling with their mental health, my 22-year-old and my 14-year-old. And that does hurt, right? But going through all of that together, the way that we are finding our way forward, the way that's going to work for us, this family, and each individual in the family, is giving clarity to the family, right? About how we can move forward, not just this time, but in future, right? It's laying that groundwork to make us healthier. And if we're healthier, we're going to enjoy more love and laughter and joy in our home. Not that we don't have it now, but boy, I tell you, when it comes to mental health, especially when we're witnessing it in our own children, oh my, it's not easy. So for those of you out there that are struggling, please know I see you. I am you. All right. All right. So toward the middle of the week, we have radical honesty. That doesn't mean you get to spout off your truth in a harmful, hurtful way, but it also means you don't hold that truth on, right? To believe in the facades is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial, right? So basically step out of the armor that you're standing in to protect yourself. And that armor is false. It's an illusion, right? So when you stand within it and you're not owning sort of your own self, your who you are, your truth, then what you're really doing is harming yourself through that process, right? So you have to practice radical honesty. Who am I? What am I trying to get out of this life, right? Who are the relationships that mean something to me that I want to put my focus and energy into? And how can I be radically honest with myself about how I'm appearing at this time, right? Is it the best version of myself, or do I still have work to do? I would suggest it's the latter, because the work never stops, right? All right, where are we going toward the end of your week here, Virgo? And listen, if you're having struggle with all that, call in your Archangel, Metatron, the angel of presence, right? He'll help you out. Metatron's one of my favorite archangels, actually, simply because of the fact that it is one of only 2 that had a human experience. So, yeah, look at this. By the end of the week, we're sitting in perception here, Virgo. That is a good thing, right? So that means you're getting some clarity here. A calm and clear mind is free to see differently. So allowing yourself through the process of letting go of the perfectionism, being radically honest with yourself, allowing yourself to feel the hurt as you go through challenges and confusion, but don't get overwhelmed with it. And you do that by going within, going calm, finding that inner peace. And then from that point, looking out into your world, right? When we stand in the confusion and look out to the confusion, how on earth are we ever going to get clarity? No, it's only by standing in that inner peace within, that inner light that we all carry, and looking out from there, that allows a change in the perception, which is a change in our reality. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. Blessed be. Thank you to each and every one of you that supported me and reached out with kind and loving words as I was facing my own challenges in my family last week. I super, super appreciate each and every one of you, and I just needed to let you know that. All right. Blessed be one and all. I'll see you back here next week. This is Intuitively signing off.